Oh, he just used a little bit of fuel up on this machine gun emplacement. The Allied machine guns take 20 fuel, by the way, which I thought was kind of crazy. So, kind of a mishmash of stuff in the center here. A little bit of a criticism here for the Legacy. Never do this! I think you have to be on the receiving end of a firestorm a couple of times, but any of these troops that take a while to break down and move, just don't group them up together, because it's just asking for some sort of artillery to come down on top of you. These pseudo close combat Volks, these Volksgrenadiers with the MP40 upgrade, are just gunning everybody down. Once again, these engineers should have retreated a long time ago. In fact, that would have been a perfect opportunity, because he could have retreated those engineers, and then when they got home, built a supply yard. Ooh, look at that, a single mortar shot taking out these two guys down here, these two pioneers. It looks like these riflemen are finally recapping this medium fuel point, and here we go. Oh no, he does have a Puma out, but it is the Burgers Puma. Burgers Puma, its noteworthy factor is that it comes with that 50mm cannon upgrade, which does a lot more damage to vehicles, but you lose that awesome, I think it's the 30mm gun that it normally has, which is so good at just destroying infantry. It's still good at that, but it just has a really low rate of fire. And so you're going to see it's going to do some damage here. And oh, check it out, the Legacy, quick thinking, activates his armor-piercing rounds on his machine gun. Look at that right there, armor-piercing rounds on a machine gun. No armored skirts whatsoever for these for the Burgers Puma, and as a result, I mean, for no Pumas whatsoever. As a result, that single burst from the armor-piercing round heavy machine gun just took that thing all the way down to like 5% health. Meanwhile, just a combination of firing here. Wow, look at that. Boy, just totally wrecked it. I was going to say, meanwhile, the combination of firing here, though, scared off the rest of his troops. But do note, as an Axis player, Allied machine guns can really wreck a Puma if they get a good long burst with the armor-piercing rounds up. Let's take a look. I'm going to swap back to TommyB and see what else he's doing. I think he had the right idea here, but unfortunately, looks like he's upgrading to the next tier. I think that may be a sign that he's basically given up on his Sturm Armory, which I think is unfortunate. That was a real early game advantage he had. If you look at his opponent's base, he's just getting a supply yard up right now. I still do not believe he is the right level to use the airdropped AT guns, and he doesn't have a motor pool up yet. So, pretty much early game Pumas, like if he had two just regular Pumas driving around gunning down riflemen, that would be such an awesome early game advantage right now. So it looks like he has kind of unnecessarily gotten rid of that. Meanwhile, it's important to note, by the way, that the Legacy is totally wide open for anti-tank, or for tanks. He really, hopefully he took that as a lesson and is working his way up here to get a motor pool. But pretty much each player in any game, regardless of the matchup, you need to know the timing of when you should either be countering early armor or getting early armor. And in this case, TommyB was the aggressor. He got the early armor, and it looked like the Legacy just happened to get lucky. So we got a little bit of firefighting going on up here, but for the most part, oh, he's out of there. Single sniper by TommyB. Interesting choice. I don't know why he decided to get that now. I think he was just so annoyed by some of these machine gun teams. But honestly, if he was a little bit more persistent, I think he could take care of that. Here we go. Now we've got, it looks like we've got some airborne coming in here for the Legacy. I'm going to swap positions once again. Take a look at the Legacy here. You can see he is level 3, about to be level 4, so pretty much he's going to unlock all of this stuff. Bombing run, usually available at level 7, but you can put 3 points into it to drop it down to level 4. And looks like that sniper's just chilling up there on the ridge. A lot of kind of footsying going on around here, but you can see that these machine gun teams are just lethal. I do really like this machine gun placement. The more I get used to it, the more I realize it's doing a great job covering, especially with the second machine gun team up here. So you're kind of seeing the opposite of what I've seen so often on this map, which is that in this case, the Allies are actually doing a really good job just kind of spamming out machine guns. And they are airborne machine guns. They have been dropped in. There is no weapon support center anywhere. So that's pretty cool. It looks like the mortar team is kind of working away at this Fatherland HMG team. Level 2 Fatherland HMG team. One gentleman left. Oh, and he gets taken out. So pretty good advantage right now in the center for the Allies. This bunker is kind of crazy. I don't know. I guess he was never expecting to get flanked from behind here, but it's not terrible. I mean, you can see he's got a nice little line of barbed wire, forcing people to come in this way and then covering it. Not a bad idea, but I guess, you know, as you can see, though, there's a straight path here because there's so much control right now in the center by the Legacy. Sniper is picking people off up here on the hill still. And let's take a look around. So we've got, it looks like the close combat Volksgrenadiers are going to wreck this guy. And once again, just be very, very aware of your troops. Never lose an entire squad like that. It is so much cheaper to reinforce a squad than it is to build a new one. And also, you retain the veterancy. If just a single guy survives and it's Vet 1 or something like that, the whole squad stays Vet 1 when you resupply it. So for allies, that's especially important. Axis, less so because they just vet by researching it. But for allies, the only way you can get veterancy is by having your men have experience in the field. And by doing that, you need to not lose entire squads at once. So, by the way, he does have the 20% sticky bomb range. I really like that upgrade. And by the way, for those of you watching replays a lot, you only see this upgrade once he's actually researched sticky bombs. Otherwise, it doesn't appear. You'll recall earlier in the game we saw just the site upgrade. So that's a little cue for any video commentators out there that the guy has actually researched that upgrade. So we see, by the way, we do have Vet 2 Volksraiders. Oh, a little bit of propaganda falling on the area here. You can see very lightly, just kind of reducing their speed and accuracy. And the snipers kind of got them in a nice little crossfire here. Looks like these infantry might be trying to go for that sniper. Sniper's probably going to have to retreat, although he's just barely avoiding detection. You can see he's sneaking around looking for that sniper, and there he goes. He's going to retreat right now. But close combat folks still have that pretty much under cover. Boy, just a frontal assault here by TommyB. That's not looking so good at all. Oh, man, please retreat. Please retreat. T key. So for those of you who don't realize, T is the retreat key. Select the units you want and retreat. And for slightly more advanced tactics, if you have a whole squad of people here and you see like let's pretend this one machine gun right here was getting wounded, you can tab through the squad, and when you get to the one that you want, hit T and it'll just retreat that one. Don't hit T when you have all of them selected, though. That will definitely retreat everybody all at the same time. So a couple of little tips there. Looks like we are building something out of the Sturm Armory once again. Let's check out what TommyB's got going here, and it's a Nebelwerfer. Well, that's interesting. I mean, it'll certainly counter the middle, but unfortunately, I think it's too passive to play. I've already kind of harped on that a little bit, but I think unfortunately his time to take advantage of the Sturm Armory has kind of passed him. So, you know, Nebelwerfer is just as good. Notice I'm swapping my pronunciations on the fly, and ouch! An entire squad again lost there. Actually, since he split the squad and picked up a machine gun, that was technically 2 squads lost. But same number of folks. Man, this guy's retreating across no man's land here, right as the machine gun points in the wrong direction. Oh, and it looks like I bugged out my machine gun. You can see I've got like a permanent machine gun arc of fire on my map. Oh well. Flamethrowers coming on in here again. Be careful, flamethrowers. That is a death trap up there. Meanwhile, it looks like these airborne down here capped this field and then just left it alone. And here we go. So first, Nebelwerfer on the field right now, and hopefully he'll start resupplying some of these troops. So really disconnected map at this point. Just kind of things all over the place. So you can see back capping going on by TommyB. Unfortunately, it's not doing too much because it's not connected to him. Again, he really needs to focus on these points. I like that he's got that captured at least. And, oh, Nebs is firing. Where's that going? That looked like a mortar round. I'm guessing it's coming right up here on top of all this. So, oh, no, the first round landed right there, and it looks like the machine gun is not being moved. He is taking a small amount of burning damage, and that whole machine gun burns to death. It's important to note that Nebelwerfers do scorch the earth a little bit, and they do a damage over time effect. Well, we have some more paratroopers up here, airborne. They are recapping this fuel position. And right now, there is pretty much no fuel on the map for TommyB. He's in a lot of trouble, and really not a lot going on from his point of view. He does have enough for a V1 rocket, though, oddly enough. Honestly, at this point in the game, I would probably drop a V1 rocket right here, because this one machine gun emplacement has caused him more harm than anything else at this point in terms of his ability to progress forwards. So a little bit of cliffside action here. You can see the Vet 2 Volksraiders firing away. Browning automatic rifle doing some good damage, but he's totally got this one in the bag. And is he going to kill him? Vet 1. Oh, there's a single guy left. No, he retreats just a little bit too early. I think he really easily could have had that. But I'd rather see him retreat it than leave it there to die forever. Once again, it looks like, oh no, he's made the same mistake as last time. The close combat folks on the way out cross into this realm of... Where's the V1? Where is it? I hear it. I hear it. Oh god, I wish there was some way to look. Where is it going to be? Is it in the base? Is it in the base? Where the hell did that go? I heard it. I heard a V1. Where did it land? Oh my god, where did it land? How embarrassing. Oh, I guess... Did it land here? How the hell did I miss that? I was totally watching that. Oh my god, I'm not going to start this recording over again. I hate missing V1s. Sorry. Oh well, but clearly he did actually V1 that one spot right there. Yay! Okay, so moving right along, we've got looks like a Panzer Command. That's an odd choice at this point because he has so little fuel. As you can see, he's down at 5 fuel right now, only getting 10 per minute. Going to be hard to support that, but perhaps that'll work out. Nebelwerfer firing away at the center right now, and now you can see that these static defenses are really getting torn apart here for the Legacy. Volksgrenadiers right now firing at these airborne. Man, come on, dude. Oh, well, I think he's just going to lose them all. It looked to me like those airborne sat down here. They capped this fuel. They remembered they could be. They charged all the way up the cliff, ran out of charge, got all tuckered out, and then got gunned down by everybody. So it's important to see yourself do these things. I've definitely done some bad moves like that, but I think it's important to watch your own replays and see yourself doing moves like that. Ouch! Mortar team hits those guys right in the face. Just to kind of remember that when you're going to do something like that, really think to yourself, what is the point? Why am I doing this again? And if it even starts looking bad, just retreat. Oh, this is really risky here. It's just kind of playing chicken, hoping that those mortars don't keep landing on spot. He decapped the point, meaning that he no longer has vision over his troops, so maybe the mortars will stop falling, and they do. So that looks pretty good. Where is that damn mortar team anyways? Oh, sniper just kind of picking away at people. That's looking pretty good, and we have a machine gun team just chilling out around here. So, for the most part, nothing too fancy going on. We do have the airborne back capping. We have the heavy machine gun team up here guarding away, and it looks like a couple of gladiator riflemen capping the rest of the fuel. So, really, really dominant map control right now for the Legacy, as you can see. TommyB doesn't have anything useful. He basically just has his own free fuel, a couple of munitions, and control over the beach, but he doesn't have control over any of the fuel, so that doesn't matter. Nebelwerfer, once again, firing away at this machine gun squad. Not a bad idea, just kind of pick away at that stuff over time. It looks like he didn't do any damage to it at that time. And now we do have some skirmishing going on here. Oh, it looks like the